It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 21-yard line.
On the ready.
Mike's 40. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Sponge.
Hey, Sam off. Deep rip.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Trying to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Hey, we're going Mike 40, Mike 40.
Throwing on third and long. Lawrence. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Mariota. And this one's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
One. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Delta. 54. Watch 54.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
A throw complete to Dorsett, and they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Go!
Mike 40, Mike 40. All day, baby, all day. Mike,
Go!
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Let's go, baby.
Ready
A
up.
false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
5.
40's Mike. 40's Mike. I got one. Hey, 40's Mike, right?
Go!
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, New England.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check tight. Check 50. Check 50.
On the ground, Michel. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Lawrence. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
60 outlaw.
Alert. 3 down. Check. 40's Mike. 40's a Mike.
You gonna get this, boy? Hey, go.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Jets' 42-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, watch the left.
Go. Hey, Delta.
Hey, go, Mike 40. Let's pick
Hey, lock it.
Let's get off the...
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Set. 18 Gator. Hey, do. Ready, go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana.
You better come to your boy. You better come to your boy. Have him protect you.
That's the end of the first quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Mike 5-4. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy?
One.
Give me some. Here we go. 36. Pick the edge.
3rd and long here for Mariota. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Balaj. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another first down run right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Watch the
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Hey,
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
You got 3.
2nd and 5. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Recon, 132 fighter. 5.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2nd and 1. He completes this one to Mack. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Cut. Court is Mike. Get up.
Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go on, go on.
That's got to be a long day.
Ready?
And he is is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Switch up. Now.
On third down, Lawrence. And this one complete to Reed. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down.
There you go. Yes.
Motion.
Hey, Foxtrot.
57,
Come.
57. Let's go. 57. Mike, 50.
Go.
On fourth down, Lawrence. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty.
Check like 40. Check like 40. Come on, baby.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
And the Patriot first down.
Ready.
This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
40's Mike. 40's Mike. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Let's go. Check three. Check 43. Kill. Check.
They'll run here with Balaj. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Coming.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 53.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw is Mariota. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Check 52's the mic.
They run it with Balaj. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, baby.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Come off the ball. Slam. One. Watch out. Show it up. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Watch that.
One.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mariota to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Gerald Everett. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Motion. One. No. Check.
To throw Mariota.
Let's go, D.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Robbie Anderson.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick here is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
57's the mic. Hey, exit. The mic. Double dog. That's the way.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. 57's mic.
A final shot before break. Lawrence. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
$58.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Big hit. Three.
Here's Mariota. Forced out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. He gets.
Toss play to Ballage. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Hey, we got 3 down. 58, right over there.
Now on 2nd and 16, Mariota. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, alert 3. Banjo.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that is incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down.
Throwing again. Lawrence. This goes to Mack on the check down. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Lawrence. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Henry Anderson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
Check your hot read.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 23 yards the pickup there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Set, ready? 15 line. 15 line. Right.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Lawrence. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs. all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mariota. They'll find Everett there, complete. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Now Mariota. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch a slap.
Throw it, Mariota. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw. Lawrence gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, we're going Mike 40, Mike 40.
Hey, watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Lawrence. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Lawrence. Dorsett making the catch. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Mike 40. Army.
Ready?
2nd and 2. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Single receiver.
Check. Go out. Snap.
Looking to run with Mack. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Michel on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal.
Here I come.
They get it to him running left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Down. 8, read.
Who that?
Go.
Switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40.
Sleep grip.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. This is caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Five down. Stand up.
Go.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm here all day.
25. Check.
One.
55. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch twist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, that sets up a big 3rd down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Ricky. Check 24.
Mariota. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
We got double up, double up. Back. Check the backer.
Ballage. And an alley to run. The 20. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Well, at this stage in the 4th, I thought they might work it down the field a little differently, but they go with a run. Hole opens up, and he's gone.
Were we mind melding there? Because you're thinking differently, meaning throwing the ball, right?
Yeah.
I'm with you. With that time on the clock, I thought the ball would be in the air on just about every play. And they came back and got them with a surprise because I think the defense was planning for that as well. That took some fortitude as a play caller. Give him high marks for making it happen.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's back to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow, I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. Back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
15 line. 15 line.
Strong right. 4 down. Watch 25.
Hey, Zoo. Watch your hip. Let's go.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
At the 19-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Jets, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for New England, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.